He's
Hey,
different than every other artist. Just
hey,
like how Meek said, "Oh, I spent 20,000 to make this record." I don't know what he spent 20,000 on.
well, I think he's talking about the Going Bad record,
Yeah, but what'd you spend 20,000? Go record in a closet.
bro. Probably for the video too. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
video. I didn't know they had a video.
Yeah, they did a
Well,
video real quick. Like you gotta imagine, he probably paid out of pocket. For everything probably came to 20 million. No, 20K, I mean. And by the way, honestly, what I think he doesn't know, Drake definitely charged Atlantic. Drake ain't charge him, but Drake ain't
I mean,
charge
it's
him
the
for the
same
feet.
shit. You can't charge the label and not you. The label's not just gonna take a feature. I don't know if they paid him or not, but
Yeah, but you know, sometimes it comes down as two charges where we're like, if a nigga is saying, "Yo, I need 200,000 for a verse," you give him 200,000 for a verse, but then the label might be like, "No, we really need 100,000 more to clear it." So really, you're paying
I know
300,000. You know
for
what I
a
mean?
fact that Atlantic isn't doing that. I know for a fact they're gonna charge that shit to the artist, bro.
No, no,
It's
no,
like a
no, no. I
bank.
agree. No,
The
I agree. I
bank's
agree.
not, you know,
Everything's getting
to
no,
clear it, to get the waiver. I know what you mean.
no. Everything is getting charged to the artist. Like there's nothing never not getting charged to the artist. What I'm trying to say is, he says later, like I'm reading it. He says like Drake did it for me for free. I'm like, yeah, Drake ain't charged you. Like he ain't, or all right, let me not use that word. Drake ain't tell you like, yo, give me some money. But when it came time to clear it, and let's see, 2018, maybe the whole Birdman thing is happening, nigga. Like nigga, there's a whole documentary. I think Cortez Bryant with like even Birdman was just like, yo, anything that comes through for a clearance for Wayne or certain people, they're gonna charge a certain price. Like there's zero way that Drake ain't be like, yo, Atlanta got to come off like $500,000. I'm not believing that.
Yeah, I don't know, because it could be situational. If he hasn't dropped and everyone knows it's gonna be big, like he said, he made 24 million. I'm paying $1 million to make 24 million.
Of course,
Anyone's doing that.
of course,
So yeah,
of course. But, hey, when he says though, yo, I didn't get none of that money, I have to imagine that he was in debt to Atlantic for a
yeah, it
while.
probably went against his account,
Yeah,
advances and all that. He's in the red. Yeah.
which
But you got to look at it. If it made 24 million, the artists only get 50%, and then let's say Drake took, let's be fair, 25 and 25. And of that 25%, Meek's only going to get 20% because he's in whatever 80, 20, 70, whatever his royalty rate is. Let's just say it's 20, 25 to be nice. So he's getting 25% of 25%.
yo, no way Drake. Yo, yo. There's a song I've mentioned it so many times. Well, I've never said the song though. Drake did with someone else. Drake has a 95 split on it. Facts.
95.5 probably.
Yes, 95.5.
Because it's also market share. He's one of the highest streamers. He has a lot of market share. Even if he can move their market share 1.1% on the books, like, cool, just keep him in this system, make him happy.
But I read this as like, I don't know, it's almost like a cautionary tale for like younger rappers, yo. Like, imagine you making a song that makes 24 million and you're like, obviously you got some money from it because the label's looking like yo, we gave you an advance. He probably got a big advance, right? You know what I mean? He was keep in mind, championships came out when he came out of jail, right? He squashed his beef with a bunch of people, right?
That's why I can't believe the 10 M's in 10 years. You said he probably got a big advance. Where? What's big? Yeah, I mean,
Oh yeah, that's true.
you know
Yeah,
what
yeah,
people
yeah.
make, so 10 M's is a lot of money. That's good money. You made a career, $1 million a year, but like, if you,
We also
you
say
know
that
what a big advance is.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. No, I get what you mean. Like, yeah.
he also said he made $1 million a month too.
No.
But see, that's what Ak was saying. That's off mad other shit.
Yeah,
But
that's
You
all
that's not
sell
a
bullshit.
clothes, you go on
music.
a tour, you go shit. Bro, there's so much ways for artists to make money. He goes to a show in Dubai and meets someone and, oh, come to my party this weekend. Here's $500,000.
Crazy.
That shit happens in real life.
I
Promote you.
appreciate
Yeah,
I appreciate him for being vulnerable though. That's real shit. Like he really being vulnerable right now.
Alex. I agree with you. The 11 million in 10 years sounds crazy. Now hold on, and let's bring Meek out of it because we're just gonna talk music business, right? So this is what I've been trying to also wrap my mind around too. like even some of the deals, right? Like, you know what I mean, that we're hearing about now, I feel like it's almost a little bit inflated. I don't know, were they giving out like motherfuckers is signing right now for like $20 million. I think 20 million. I remember when Logic back in the day was like, yo, he had a $30 million deal. We're like, oh, this shit's like astronomical, like one of the biggest we could hear.
I mean, that's hard because people can say it's worth that because it can be worth that, but that's also they could say, here, we're going to give you $10 million for 3 albums, but you got to pay the producers, you got to pay for studio time, you got to pay for this. We're going to set some money aside for marketing, and we'll give you 6 now. Every time you turn a project in, we'll give you 1 point whatever, and then you have 12 months between each project. So really, they got their 15, 20 million over 3-4 years. It's still a lot of money, but how much are you going to spend on producers? What if you spend 600,000 an album? Now you're taking 2 out of that 15.
Yo, the only thing that
expenses.
The only thing that would make Meek Mill's, like, you know, in numbers make sense. Yo, they were spending out. Atlantic must have been spending out the ass, right, to maintain and promote.
I don't think they spend like that.
They had to be.
I mean, my experiences with them. But bro, what's out the ass? How much? My biggest philosophy is, and I know people over there think like that. You can't, no matter how much you spend on marketing, you can't force people to listen to your music. So you can inform people enough, but there's only so much you can spend on marketing, bro.
Alex, trust me. And again, you know, we're on a live, so like, you know, I talk to you, like off this shit. But I've seen them spend for certain artists like it was going out of style, bro. I've never seen them do it for YoungBoy, right? Like, I remember I always asked Atlanta, I'm like, yo, how come y'all never hit me up for like YB? And they were like, yo, he handles his own shit. Like, we don't.
No, you're gonna post that shit either way. We don't have to send you 10 bands.
For some other artists, for some other artists, I ain't gonna lie to you. I love the other artists. You know what I mean? YB my mans, but with like some other artists, they be like, yo, dog, just write a number on a napkin, bro. We got to get this lit. I'm like, oh, what? I'm telling you, they spend a lot, bro.
I feel like people don't research. Like, we've had combos. I like super research everything. So it's like, why spend money here if we don't need to or that? Some people just, we need to make it work. We'll throw money at the wall, whatever sticks. But that's also how you end up overspending. You have to recoup more. All that.
Well, and I think that's where like this convo comes from. And like, you know, I'm so happy that Meek was being like honest and vulnerable that I don't want to like shame him in the sense of saying, yo, bro, have you looked at how much you were spending? You know, every time you were like, I remember it was a thing. These guys were like, yo, we're on private jets every day, just doing bullshit. You do know the label was ingesting that cost and spitting it out to you on a 1.8 times multiplier every time in terms of how they're going to get paid. It makes sense that all the money you've made them, they're looking like, well, thank you for giving us this song, but we booked you a private jet for the last like year. Every day you was on the road doing BS, flying people out, having parties.
I'm not gonna lie, Ak, if they're paying for jets, I need to meet that label rep.
Atlantic pays for jets.
Need that.
100%. Bruh, Atlantic pays for jets. Every label pays for jets. Again, y'all don't use them for jets. If you hit up Atlantic right now, I promise you, let's not use no names. If you hit up Atlantic, whoever you talk to over there, now I know y'all are free agent, but anyway, any label you're on, like even when y'all get to Capital, if you hit up your person over there and says, yo, we need a jet going to Israel, my nigga, they'll get that shit on the tarmac in 15 minutes. And
I mean, they could, then they just put it on your account. So it's like, you're just like a credit card.
Hold on.
But not really.
But that's how every artist works. Wait, you think these artists were paying for jets themselves? Let's be honest, bro.
I mean, shit, if you got it, you do it. Yeah, bro. I don't know. I'm different. If you don't got it, we're not flying a jet.
No, bro. You look at all these artists and the lifestyle they've been portraying. You get what I mean? The jets that they're getting, I'm not saying they broke. They could afford it. But
That shit add up though. That that shit gets expensive.
and that's why
Hit
the
a little round
labels
trip, spend
gladly
100,000.
the labels gladly take it, and you know what they say? They write it off against the money you've made. And when now you're saying, yo, my song made 24 million, how much do I get? They said, we'll give you a dap and a pound, nigga. You get 0. We got to pay these bills that you racked up. Bro, it's yo, first of all, I'll use a situation which I know I could use. Like 6ix9ine's label was paying $1 million, for security for him.
$1 million how often? Not a month.
No, it wasn't a month. So it came to 1.7 million for the like one of the years, and the monthly was almost like shit. How much did that come out to? Like almost 200,000. Granted, also he like during that time, everything is private. So now the label was flying all the Treyway niggas. Like he would just hit up the label and be like, "Yo, fly all." You know how I know? When I went to fucking DR with the nigga, the label flew me out, nigga. It ain't him. Yo, I remember being in the fucking like villa. I swear, I seen a bill that came to $40,000, and I remember I was like, gulp, because I'm like, who the fuck is paying this? And they were like, yo,
Are they about to do that same shit right now?
exactly. But that's what I'm saying. That's why nobody's actually in.
Looking like in 2019, he has a project that went platinum. Let's say it generated 5 million. Dummy Boy probably cost them 250,000, bro. That was one of his first projects. So they're gonna make 5 million off that, and then, Fifi's gonna go diamond eventually. Whatever it's at right now. What's it at right now?
Like close to it. It's like 8 times platinum. They got to get additional certification.
Let's just say they spent. He recorded that in that studio that's in the basement or whatever with his guy.
Yeah.
Whatever they paid Nicki, if she even charged, let's just say 500,000 for the video, a diamond song, bro. Like they, in the beginning, they were spending no money making huge flips, but then it came to a screeching halt. So that's why they were cool with doing all that.
No, and I mean, in reality, that's what it was. So they covered security for a while, and he would just have these, because again, it was easy to make the shit, and they were getting big returns. It's like, yo, fly out these people, everybody gets a room, whatever. And then it turned to, yo, you clearly don't understand what a budget is. They gave him like, yo, we'll give you a budget to do security because we don't want to do it no more because you're having unreasonable requests. You get what I mean? It's like, all right, yo, we'll just put in your budget 100,000 a month.
He's a business. He's an investment. Like, bro, every label has life insurance on everyone because that's their asset. They're putting money into a person.
Yeah. I mean, as much as I only say that to say, as much as we're talking about the Meek Mill shit, it kind of makes sense too, bro. Like, if anybody is just spending a lot, right? Like that's what Meek won't say, right? He's going to say, "Oh, my song made 24 million, I made nothing. Oh, I only made 11 million." Well, the 11 million is a little sus, but okay. But the reason why you don't make anything off the 24 million is that your artist account is in debt. So they're happy they got that song. They're writing it off. Drake gonna get what he gonna get, right? And what they're taking off as profits, instead of busting it down with you, they're saying, well, your account is in debt. We're just writing it off with that.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm against all that.
Well,
I'm fair. I try to be fair with the label because when you recoup it, you start seeing profits right away.
Yeah, but
so it's hard to get in the green with labels, bro. Like how you said, everyone's always getting in advance. Here's an extra 200,000, 500,000. It's good in the beginning, but once you position yourself to you have more leverage when you don't owe them anything.
Yo, well, you're in a privileged position where that doesn't need to be done. Like in the grand scheme of things, for most artists, their buzz is fabricated. And I won't say fabricated, it's continued by additional spending.